Yo, 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 it's Olu once again. This time we're going through a dynamic warm-up. And this particular one we're doing today can be used as a warm-up or active recovery from a workout, for a workout, or from a workout. Again, this is just a starting point. I'm just trying to introduce you to some basic and maybe some new drills you may have never tried before. Be sure to add these into your own repertoire. Next, we have our barefoot walking series. We're going to start off with heel walks. Take your shoes off for this one. Walk on your heels on a soft turf, maybe the track, for 25 yards. As I pull my toes towards my face, I'm really engaging the front muscles on the front of my shins, the tibialis anterior. This helps with dorsiflexion. Make sure your ankle is as stable as possible. After 25 yards, we're going to switch to toe walks. Same concept. We're going to go up into the balls of our foot this time though, and still making sure that our ankle is not wobbling side to side. Try to grip the ground with your toes. That's why we do this barefoot. As you grip the ground with your toes, you're really activating those intricate foot muscles that we often forget about when we're in shoes. Next, we're going to do inversion walk. So you're going to walk on the outsides of your foot, same going forward, and really feel the inside of your shins and your ankles starting to work to hold your inside of your foot up from the ground. Walk on the sides of your feet with control as you do this. We're going to reverse it, do eversion walks, where you're going to walk with your feet on the insides of your feet. Again, this time we're using the outside of your shins. Make sure you're doing every step with control. This one doesn't actually go for 25 yards, but we go for 20 reps. More if you're brave. Again, try to grab the ground with your toes. I would actually recommend doing this one in sand, but I didn't have sand available for this day, so I did it on the turf. Next, we have the banded glute bridge series. This one, we do 10 reps, and then we hold for 30 seconds and we do 10 reps again. As you can see, I have a blue band around my knees. I'm pressing my knees outward against that band to really engage the glutes before I even start doing the reps. That will give you a lot more glute activation that you'll feel later on. Once you've done 10 reps, hold for 30 seconds. Don't take a break. Breathe as normally as possible. Squeeze through the glutes. Bring those heels towards your butt as well so you can get the full contraction of the glutes and the hamstrings there. And then do 10 more reps without rest. I should say that if you're feeling it more in your hamstrings than the glutes, you probably need to really work on your glute strength. This will burn, so make sure you decrease the amount of time you're doing the exercise if you need to. All right, we're gonna start with side to side leg swings, 10 on each leg. And you're gonna hold on to a fence or a field goal post or something like that as you swing your leg as high as you can on both sides. Use your glutes as you swing to the outside and use the inside of your thighs as you swing to the other side as well. It's not a passive swing. You wanna actively swing your leg using your muscles throughout the full range of motion. Allow your balancing foot to pivot back and forth. And then we're going to switch off to doing front to back leg swings. This one is a very telltale movement because if you have tight hip flexors as I did in this video on this given day, you're not going to be able to keep your heel on the ground. And you're not always going to be able to keep your heel completely planted, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you're not, kind of coming up to your toe, especially as I am on this right side here. As I said, my hip flexors were very tight this day. I probably should have done a little bit more to open them up before I did this movement. But again, that's why we go through the exercises. Mobility comes with repetition over time. So you just stay consistent. It'll come along. We're going to go into our alternating bounds, AKA steps if you're in my training group. We're just doing 2 sets of 20 contacts, nothing crazy. And then we're gonna finish up the entire workout by doing 4 times 50-meter accelerations. Some people like to call them form runs. Make sure you're focusing on your form all the way through, and that's all we got.